Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Raveen, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ink Thoughts podcast. How are you, Andrew?
Hello, Vereen. I'm doing well. Quite a good day today. Yesterday was a lot colder than today. Like yesterday, it dropped to zero. At one point. So the forecast actually said that it's the lowest point is like 2 degrees. But when I woke up, it was like 1, and then when I was at the gym, it was actually 0. Yeah, I actually wanted to post something on Instagram, like with the temperature, like there's a temperature sticker thing, but then for some reason Instagram isn't working well. It keeps showing that it's 9 degrees, and then I'm pretty sure that there's nothing wrong with my weather app because I can see that the grass actually got frosted. Yeah.
That's why you posted the grass picture.
Exactly. Like you can see that they are actually white. So I'm pretty sure that it actually went to 0. That's why it's frosted, but it's actually quite cool. But then like Instagram isn't working well, so I was like, never mind. I just didn't put that sticker thing. Yeah, so after that, today is like actually 9, so today felt a lot warmer. So like this literally proves the point about like relativity, because I mean, if it's been like keep 9 all the time and then suddenly you drop to 7, it feels cold. But then if it's like suddenly 2 and then 7 feels warm, because it's you're comparing like relative to yesterday something, and your body somehow just do that. So yeah, it kind of just proves the power of relativity. I was like, wow, yeah, so cool. Like literally it's like it's quite crazy, like thinking about 9 degrees, which is like a third of the temperature in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, sometimes even maybe a quarter of it already. But yeah, I mean, it is like okay for me. Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket, and then I'm wearing another sport pants as well, but then it's just not that cold. Yeah, I'll say that it's like probably like a 20-ish degree in Kuala Lumpur if it happens. So I mean, like the power of relative are like just like showing some comparison, some huge comparison. It just makes you feel that, oh, actually it's like quite warm, even though it's not exactly that warm. But yeah, like other than that, I think there's nothing much. Is there anything much? Yeah, nothing much. Yeah, quite a normal day. Went to gym. I mean, like doing gym, it's been quite fun. It's quite satisfying. I mean, I'm still thinking, why would people not want to go to the gym? But I can understand one thing is the friction between like heading to the gym, because for me it's like just an 8-minute walk, so it's like not a problem. And then it's not that cold that I don't feel like walking. I mean, after waking up from my bed, then I kind of solved the cold problem already, because like waking up from my bed is like getting from warm to like cold. But then after I solved that, so I think I'm pretty fine with everything else. But yeah, probably like it's a distance thing, because like going to the gym, I don't know, it feels quite fun, like going through all the machines and then like tracking your progress. Yeah, I just find it fun. Yeah, but I do think about, like, let's say if I do move out of the university campus, how would I keep my gym routine? Because either I have to live somewhere that's near to a gym, or I have to like commute. Yeah, so that will be hard. So I'm not sure if that will affect my consistency, but we'll see. Like just some thoughts that I came up with. But yeah, how are you? So I mean, like I because like I mean, like that's the one reason that I didn't have that much updates, because like we literally just recorded our last one like 2 days ago. Yeah, because we didn't record one last week, so yeah, we recorded one 2 days ago. And how was your 2 days, Vereen?
So 2 days ago is actually a public holiday in Malaysia, and so yesterday it feels so hard for me to start working. Because I guess that's another reason, is that the things that I did on last Thursday is quite common that I'll do it on a Saturday. And so I keep feeling that it's a Saturday, so the next day should be a Sunday. Yeah. But in fact, it's not. It's a Friday and I need to work.
Okay.
Yeah, but then after starting to work, then slowly it gets better. But yeah, for today, nothing much, just a normal day. Yeah. I sometimes I wish I won't start the podcast if I'm feeling tired, but but usually this is the time that most of us might feel a bit tired.
Yeah. I mean, like I do feel that last time as well. But then now in the UK, I actually like this time in the UK, like early up in the morning where you're energized, and then just finish my breakfast. It's actually quite a good time, and then now I'm having a cup of tea. It's a perfect time to have a podcast. It's quite fun. It's quite energizing, and then especially after a workout. So yeah, it's not a problem for me. Yeah. What was I gonna talk about? Yes. There's actually something. It was like Deepawali at your side, the public holiday, like on Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, like I some of the Indians are celebrating here as well. But then there's actually one interesting event yesterday. So yesterday, 5th of November is actually Guy Fawkes Day. So it's actually I did some search up as well because I don't want to get the facts wrong. I kind of know what it is, but then I'm not sure exactly what it is. So now I did a search, and then it's actually it's not a holiday. It's a celebration, but it's not a holiday. So what they do is yesterday there was quite a lot of fireworks. I mean, I didn't go and check them out because it's actually a result of procrastination. I have to finish my video for yesterday night, so I couldn't go out. Yeah, so I couldn't actually go and check out the fireworks. So yeah, it's actually a firework night, a bonfire night, where they celebrate a guy who actually was trying to blow up the House of Lords. House of Lords. Okay, maybe something like a parliament building or something like that. Yeah, so they are celebrating that guy which failed to blow up the parliament-ish building. But then it's actually quite funny. Like they are trying to celebrate that guy's failure of trying to blow up the parliament. But then what they're doing now looks like they're trying to celebrate that guy trying to blow up that parliament, because like they're doing exactly what the guy tried to do by like setting off fireworks and stuff. Isn't it? Instead of like commemorating that, oh yeah, like luckily we didn't have that building blow up, it's more like, oh, celebrating that, oh, that guy was trying to do this, let's do this today. Yeah, it's a bit funny. Like at least that's what I think. But yeah, I just find this a bit funny. So yeah, that's just a small thing that I wanted to add. I mean, I'll definitely want to join it next year. Pardon, what?
You didn't know there's something like this?
I didn't know as well. Like because one thing I didn't really do, because like on my Google Calendar, I use Google Calendar a lot, like intensively, and then on my Google Calendar I have like holidays in Malaysia plot onto it. Like Google have this feature, and then I realized that, oh shit, I didn't actually have the UK holiday calendar on top of it. So I just added it like a few weeks ago, and then yeah, like there's like all these interesting holidays that pop up, but most of them are not holidays. They are just like events. Yeah, like bank holidays that like just like less than 10 or like maximum 10 days in a year. So yeah, that's like a huge difference between like UK and Malaysia. I think in Malaysia we have like 20 to 30 days of public holiday. Is it? I think somewhere there. Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should have taken a leave on Friday though. Just make it a long weekend. I believe a lot of people do that actually.
Yeah.
Since now that the state border have opened, isn't it?
Yeah. Even my colleagues, they did. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, your friend as well, right? Your friend went back to her hometown. That's the reason why.
Which
yeah.
one? Yeah.
Same pay, yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I realize why she was posting that. Initially, I was thinking like, why the hell is she like posting that like in the middle of the week? Like wow, did she took so many leave? Yeah, now I realized. Okay, she only took 1 day of leave and like got back for quite some time. All right. Yeah. So let's get into today's topic, shall we?
Sure. So today we are going to discuss about how much should we eat. Should we eat just like enough, or should we satisfy ourselves? Okay. I believe many people is not aware of how much food they consume, especially when there are like a lot of delicious food in front of them. They just eat everything they can, trying not to waste any of them. Okay, but yeah, why did you come up with this idea first though?
Okay, all right. So yes, I'm the ideator of this topic. So okay, this actually came up from the book Ikigai. So I mean, in these few recent years, I've been like doing more personal development, like trying to seek for life improvement methods and all that. So I've been like reading these books in like these kind of category, and I encountered the book Ikigai, which is actually quite a good book. So Ikigai, okay, I forgot like what's the tagline for Ikigai. Ikigai is actually a Japanese word, I think, the Ikigai concept. So it's like the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. So it's quite a good book. I recommend that to everyone. It's an easy book to read as well, a really good one. So one part of it says that oops, sorry, I burped. But yeah, one part of it says that we shouldn't eat too much. We should only eat until we are enough. Because when we are eating too much, it's actually unhealthy for us. So the ideal way is like around 70-80%, or they actually have a way to measure it. So basically, when you feel that you still can eat more, that's when you should stop. So like when you have eaten something and then you feel like, yeah, maybe I can grab another piece of that. That is where you should stop. It's a bit weird, because like it's very hard to judge whether are you still hungry or you're like trying to crave for more. But then like
it's very subjective.
Yeah. But I that kind of worked out for me. Just that it's still quite hard to control when you actually want something, like because when you want something, and then like you need to have really strong discipline to stop you from doing that. So that's where okay. The book actually suggested that we should eat until 3/4 full, so like around 75%. Yeah, so I mean, it's hard to calculate how full you are, so they actually devised that method, like where you just, if you think that you can still have more, then you should probably not have that stuff that is like excess, something like that. Yeah, so yeah, that's what inspired me into making this topic, where we talk about like let's define like 75% is like enough, and then satisfied is like whatever after that, like whatever you eat after that. So yes, like that's the concept behind this topic.
Okay then like last time, how much do you eat?
Last time, how far back?
Before you encountered this idea.
Okay, before I encounter this idea, I actually ate. I mean, usually I just eat until I am full. I mean, like even at one period of my time, because like in Malaysia, we when they sell food, they usually sell in like small or big portion, and then the big portion is like usually RM1 more expensive than the small portion. I think after the maturity stage, like body maturity age, I forgot what age is it, like maybe 13, 14, I started getting the big portion for most of the things. But then I forgot, I'm not sure if it's before Ikigai or after Ikigai. Then I started taking the small portion, and then I actually found out that getting the small portion is enough. Yeah, it's enough. It's not satisfying, but then it's enough. Like, and then once I had more small portions, I'm actually used to it. I don't need the big portion anymore. I don't feel hungry or anything. Yeah, sometimes like I encountered this word somewhere, so I believe it's because it's during the COVID period where COVID just started, and then people are staying at homes and all that. So there's this meme that popped up saying that it's not that you're hungry, it's just that you're bored. That's why you keep eating stuff. And I quite agree with it. So sometimes we eat stuff just because we are bored, and then we don't really need that. So I realized that like small portion is actually enough. for me. Yeah, and but I'm not sure which when did that happen, like before Ikigai, after Ikigai. But after Ikigai, I did start being more conscious with whatever I eat, like, and then constantly reminding whether I actually need this, or when I do get some other food, I will try to get some healthy options instead of like sugary stuff or fatty stuff, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, it actually reminds me of something. But before I go into that, so do you think you are aware of like the type of food and how much do you eat in the past?
In the past, I mean, okay, in the past, I mean, food type. I won't say that I am that aware. I just eat whatever I felt like I want to, but I usually won't go for the same thing all the time. It might repeat every single week, but then I won't have the same exact thing for multiple times a week. But if you talk about like how much I eat, usually just a big portion, I'd say. Usually just a big portion. Yeah, but then at that moment in time, I didn't realize that I didn't realize the fact whether I need a big portion. I think that's a question right then.
Okay. So for me, because I'm quite like in small size, so
Yeah.
usually I don't eat that much. Yeah, and even sometimes the small portion when it comes, it is still a bit questionable if I can finish that or not. But last time, especially when I'm around 18, yeah, I think around that age, 17, 18, usually I'll try my best to finish the portion in front of me. Like let's say I know it's a small portion, so let's finish it. Yeah. But then I think it's around the age of 18, I grow a bit fatter. And my family members are saying like my face become rounder, and then my brother are laughing at my legs and all. Yeah, actually I'm not that fat, just like a bit fatter than I used to be. Yeah, that time I feel like okay, no, I shouldn't eat that much anymore. I should like decrease a bit. Last time, okay.
Yeah, that is actually quite I don't know, man. Like that is a bit too much. Like, yeah, just because like you grew a bit fatter and then you wanted to like slim down even more. That's actually quite a crazy thought. I think that's like unhealthy already. Yeah, that's a very unhealthy
and I believe
thought.
most of the girls are like this because yeah, we're so aware of like body image and all this. Yeah. And then during that time, at night I try not to take rice at night. I'll take everything else but not rice. For night time during the daytime I'll just take everything. And then I don't eat until I'm 100% full. I try to eat until like 7 to 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? So that time like I at first I feel a bit like not used to it, but then slowly I feel okay, it's actually already enough for me to like continue my day or anything. Yeah. So ever since then, it's okay for me to just eat until like 7 or 8 out of 10.
But you do need to eat a lot more though. You shouldn't eat 7
I know,
or 8.
but I know, but nowadays I don't really care how much I eat because yeah, I don't know what happened to me last year that I suddenly decreased at least like 2 kg or 3 kg until I only have like 40 kg for my body weight. Yeah. So okay, so what do you think that is making people to eat like until they want to satisfy? I mean, like after enough, they still want to eat. What do you think? I mean, what are people thinking about that?
I mean, one thing is that like food generally just tastes good. I mean, like that's one thing. Like imagine like sugary, fatty stuff, or even like just other general meals. Of course, when they taste good, you just want to have more. It's like a simple fact about desire. When you desire something and then it's right in front of you, like, why not? Yeah. Like, or you're at the restaurant, like, since I'm here, why not? Like, yeah, and I don't want to waste it, right? So that's one thing. But then I did of course, back then, even if I don't get anything in excess, but then when there's some portion left and I don't want to waste it, I'll like try to finish it. But I realized that that's actually quite wrong, because if you're actually full, you shouldn't just eat more, even though your intention is not to waste them. Like, it's better to like have it taken away or something like that, instead of like trying to finish it, because it's like when it's unhealthy for you, there's no point in trying to solve this waste problem. I mean, like, there's other ways to solve it. Like, you can like take it away and then like eat it sometime, instead of like forcing it down. But I believe the main reason that we want satisfaction is just the simple thing of desire. Just imagine if you just got an iPhone 13, and then I said that I will give you a iPhone 13 Pro Max for free, would you take that? Like, yes, right? Like, I mean, it's free, and then as long as it's not like a scam or something, like, yeah, it's something I want. Like, why not? Even though you know for sure that your iPhone 13 is like perfectly well working, okay, because like it's new, but then you still want it. That is basically the reason why. Like, it's just like desire, and then like it's right in front of you. Like, why not? Yeah, like, or since I'm here, why not? Yeah, or like I just want it, and then it's cheap. Like, food isn't like an iPhone 13 Pro Max, like so expensive. So yeah, like, why not? I can even pay for it. I believe that is like the one simple reason. So I guess that's why we talk about discipline. Like it's quite it's you need a lot of discipline to control whatever you eat and then how much you eat.
Yeah, and when we're eating, because we are like very, I mean, we're enjoying the food, and so you feel good. The nice feeling will tend to drive us to get more. Hello? Can you hear me?
Wait, like you?
Okay.
Just like that? I thought like, yeah. I thought. Wait, that's how you end the sentence. Okay, never mind.
Okay. I thought you can't hear me. Okay, it's okay. Okay. Yeah. Like, okay. Let's say one person. Okay, because you mentioned about discipline. One person, they used to eat like so much, and then now they want to try to just stop at enough. What do you think they should do? Because you are so used to it, and you have the idea of like, I'm still hungry, but actually you're not. Yeah, right.
Okay, yeah, I do have that, but I would say that now actually I don't eat until I'm enough, and I don't really eat until I'm satisfied as well. But then I just eat more. Okay, I'll get into that later. But if we talk about how should people start doing that, I mean, because this one thing. Okay, if you want, it depends on your goal as well. Yeah, because like if you can't see the health benefits from it, it's hard to let you start this thing. The best way would be to have a accountability buddy, so like someone that is actually like doing this with you, and then you guys, it's better if, I mean, is it better if both of you are friends? But yeah, basically someone to like to look after, not really look after you, to share this journey with you, where you'll be checking out each other, making sure that each other will be like eating just enough. So yeah, it's like a commitment. It's like a commitment for both of you, trying to supervise each other health, something like that. Because it's hard to say how healthy it is, because like it's a lifelong thing. It's a lifelong thing. You can't feel how healthy you are, but like just like doing it like for a few weeks, a few months, or even a few years. Okay, maybe a few years you see that maybe you're more energized, something like that. But then like in a few weeks and a few months time, it's hard to notice the difference. So it's quite hard for people to understand why you want to do it, unless you really do have the intention of trying to be healthier. I mean, not the intention. So you kind of see the benefits from it. Then I think you can do it yourself. Yeah. Then I think you can do it yourself, but still, it's not that easy. It's still better to find someone that will like check on you something like that, just to make sure that you are doing this. But maybe initially, I think the easiest way is to start slow. Maybe start by doing that like once a week, and then like increase to like twice a week, 3 times a week. Eventually, the whole week you'll be trying to be more aware of what you eat, and then stop yourself from eating. Yeah, and then I think noting it down helps as well. Like I believe there's definitely apps that do that, noting it out, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is like
You
the
can even
way.
calculate like the calories if you want.
Yeah. But that like these all of these is basically for those that are actually they when they see the health benefits, then yes, they will do that. But for those that for some reason just want to try out, I think all of these won't work. It's better to find someone to like supervise you or something like that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I think if it's for someone that they want to like lose weight or go on diet, I think there's a very good way to start from compared to those that they try to avoid all the food, and then suddenly when they lose weight and then they started eating again, then they become even fatter.
Yes. Okay, I agree with this because this is actually a more of a long-term strategy. So,
Mm.
it's like telling yourself that you just need enough food instead of trying yourself. Like you're like, I am doing this because I am trying to lose weight. Because trying to lose
Mm.
weight is not a long-term thing. You are thinking that okay, this is like a tough process that I need to do now so that I can have something like I can like eat normally like in the future. But then this trying to eat less like this is unlike losing weight. It's just like telling you that okay, eating this is trying to eat enough, and then it's like for a long-term health or something like that. I can still eat what I want, but then I just have to make
Yeah.
sure that I can't eat too much. Yeah, I have to eat at just that
Mm.
point where it's enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and most of the time, that people like maybe they gain weight or anything is because they eat too much.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, then okay. Do you think people are aware of how much food they are eating actually?
Hmm. I mean, most of the time, no. Yeah. Unless they are cooking by themselves, otherwise no. Because I would say that how much you eat is easily determined by the restaurant, yeah, the cook, the caterer, whatever. Whatever they put it on your plate, it's most likely that you're able to finish it. Yeah.
Mm.
Unless you have the mindset of eating less. So let's say if like unless like people are trying to lose weight, or they have like the mindset that are very worried about their body shape or whatever, they can just easily finish whatever that's on their plate as long as like not too much lah. So the restaurant, like the cook can I believe they can easily manipulate how much you eat by, let's say, if
Mm.
it could be an experiment. I think maybe there is an experiment done like this. I think, let's say, if I do stay in my in a with a caterer, and then she provides me with increasing amount of food, maybe 5% increase every single day, I can keep eating that, and then maybe after a month
Mm.
I can compare like how much I eat on the first day and then on the 30th day, and then it will be huge different, and then we will notice that. I think we will notice that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
unless you're cooking by yourself, I think you won't notice that. But of course, there's one way that we can do is by like calculating calories and all that. That could be one way, but yeah, that kind of limits to like larger restaurants as well. If we talk about stores, hawker centers, all that, you can't really do that because you can only give a rough estimate of the calories of the food instead
Mm.
of the restaurant telling you how much it is. So yeah, I don't think many people notice that. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. And just so you mentioned about like if you're cooking yourself, then maybe yes. It reminds me of my youngest brother.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why whenever he cooks, he tend to cook a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And then at the end of the day, most of the time, the whole family can't finish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what makes him think that we need that much of food, because usually we don't cook that much. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you probably should ask him.
Yeah, I should do that later. Okay, wait, I have a question in mind just now. Let me think.
Okay, sure. No problem.
What is it about? It's about awareness, then what else? Oh, okay. Let's say for people, they are okay. Let's say for people they want to maybe lose weight or anything, so they are so aware of how much they eat and everything. Do you think if they go like they calculate every single thing that they are consuming, do you think it's a healthy thing to do?
I mean, it's okay to calculate everything you eat, but it depends on the direction you're going. Calculating calories is not wrong. Of course, I'm not an expert. But I just think that if you're recording down how much you eat, that is okay. That is not wrong. But it depends on what the direction you're going, because a lot of factors come into hand when you are like trying to lose weight. Let's say if you're going to the extreme like what you have done last time, that is definitely unhealthy, because other than being aware of how much you eat, you need to be aware of how unhealthy your body is right now. Like how skinny you are. Like it's just stupid to keep on losing weight. So it's a stupid thing to do. So there's a lot of factors that come in play. So it depends on what is the purpose that you're doing. I mean, usually if you eat like 70% full, I think it's fine. You won't just like lose weight or anything as long as you have a balanced diet. But if you eat 70% full and then you have like some kind of diet, like weight losing diet, and then you are especially skinny and all that, then it becomes very unhealthy. So I think it's fine, but it depends on what is your intention. And then based on your intention, you should be aware of other things as well, not just how much you eat every single day. Like example, I would say that now I actually, instead of like eating 70-80% full, I just go ahead and eat quite a lot. But then not till I'm satisfied, just because I knew that by eating 70-80% full, I would remain the same weight. And then now I am at the borderline, which is a bit actually, well, at least on the BMI scale, I'm considered underweight. So it's not, it's okay. It's like on the borderline of underweight and normal. But the thing is, because I do work out a lot. I run 3 times a week, and then I head to the gym 4 times a week, and then now I'm trying to build muscles. So I know that I need to eat more. By eating by eating enough, it won't help me gain any weight. And then without any extra weight, I will keep an underweight, and then there won't be any muscles to be developed. That's why I am actually eating more. But I don't necessarily eat until I'm satisfied. I just eat more, and then I try to keep it a balanced diet as well. So yeah, that is what I do. So I guess it depends. I don't really track what I eat, but then I just care about like, okay, so there's protein, there's carbs, there's fiber. So like at least I have all these stuff on the table, and then I try to cut down on sugar, and okay, just sugar, mainly just sugar, because sugar is unhealthy. I think it's unhealthy, so I just try to cut down on that. But yeah, like, so I think tracking whatever you eat is okay, but it depends on what you're doing, and then based on what you're doing, you need to track more than just how much you eat, because it's not just about how much you eat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I actually thought of something, which is one of my friend. I think because of the lockdown, and so she is working from home, and so she has time to like cook herself, and so but at the same time she also wish to like lose weight and improve her body image and all. Yeah, so she also work out, and then she try to eat very clean.
Okay.
Mm. Mm, but then eating clean, I think for a period of time, that one of course it's workable. But if say long time, do you think? I mean long term. What I'm trying to say. Okay, if let's say it's a long term thing that you want to eat clean every single day for every single meal, do you think it works?
Okay. So what's the definition of eating clean?
Let's say for like broccoli and some other vegetables, just use like, I mean, boil them, and yeah.
Huh? Just that? Like
And
that's your sentence?
the yeah, and then maybe, okay, try not to add any other like artificial thing into it.
Okay.
Just
All
eat
right.
as original as possible, and try not to add any stuff on it.
Okay. I mean I'm no nutritionist. I'm no nutritionist,
Mm-mm-mm.
so I can't judge on like the healthiness of the food or something. But I think because I mean here we're mainly talking about eating enough, like the enough
Mm-hmm.
how much something like that. If you talk about eating clean, let's say if I equate it to like let's say being a vegetarian or something, ultimately sustainable. I'm not sure if it's healthy, but as long as it's healthy, you're not eating too much. It's in the end, it just depends on you whether is it a sustainable thing for you, because sustainable or not doesn't depend on the food. It depends on you. It depends on what you think of the food. Do you actually enjoy it? Something like that. Because yeah, you can choose to eat that. Some people like do it like they have like 6 days a week where they're eating clean or
Mm-mm.
healthy, and then one day they just have like a cheat day or something. So I mean, depends on how you manage it. If you do like it, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's better for you to like it instead of like doing it for one particular reason, because if that reason doesn't work out, you just fall back to other plans. So yeah, and then another
Mm-mm-mm.
thing is that it will, of course, like it depends on you yourself with your social circle and all that, because if you're meeting your friends with whatever, well, do you still want to eat clean? Something like that. So it all depends on you, I guess. It all depends on the person thinking.
Mm-mm.
Like, if you think it's okay, you like it, you can accept that your friends might find you weird, or you can compromise that when you're going out, maybe you can have maximum of one or two non-clean meals when you're with your friend or something. So it all depends to you. But I I think yeah, so like if we talk about like should everyone just eat enough? I think enough is good if
Mm-mm.
you're trying to maintain where you are. Eating enough is good when you're trying to maintain where you are. But if you're trying to lose, I still again I'm not an expert. I think if you're trying to lose weight, you shouldn't eat less than that. I think eating enough is still okay, but maybe tweaking some parts of your diet. And if you're trying to like grow, of course you have to eat more. I think you have to eat more, but not
Oh, you saying
when
me?
I agree that you should eat more as well. Yeah, but not to the stage where
Okay.
you have to be satisfied and all that. But you do have to increase, because like it's a very simple thing. It's like let imagine that try and error. If you have been eating enough for quite some time, and then you knew that it's not it's you your weight doesn't grow, so you know that okay, this is good, this is enough, and then it won't affect my weight. So like this is the ideal thing that we should be doing if we are not doing much. For me, I realized that, and I knew that I need muscles, and then I am doing a lot of exercise. So yeah, if I want to grow more muscles and then like, increase my weight and all that, then definitely I have to eat more. I can't just like be stagnant where I am, because I knew for a fact that if I'm stagnant at this point, I will be the same, because that's been proven over the past few months. something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying should we eat enough or satisfy? It still depends on what we want, right?
I mean, no. I think no one should ever go onto the satisfied stage. Yeah, it just can be eating more, but then I think when you're at satisfied, you're actually, and satisfied is a subjective term as well. You can be satisfied with eating just one plate of terrible dish because it fills your stomach, it makes you full, or you can be satisfied with five amazing great Western meal because you just like Western food. So yeah, I think for everything we shouldn't talk about like satisfied, but instead like the ideal is maybe 70 to this is like based on the Ikigai book, so I kind of trust the Ikigai book. So ideal is like we just eat 70 to 80%, and then if we were to lose weight, we probably tweak the diet, and then if we were to gain weight, we can either tweak the diet or we can like eat more, which is what I do. But then I don't do it to the stage where I make myself satisfied every single meal, because I know if I try to make every meal I try to give myself satisfaction from every single meal, I may eat more sometimes and eat less sometimes, because the definition of satisfied is like relative or subjective. Yeah. Something like that.
Okay. But at the beginning of the podcast, you mentioned that let's define 70 to 80 as enough, and then more than that means satisfied. Remember?
Oh really? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I think in this case then I'll edit that, because satisfied is definitely a definition by every single person, and then you can be satisfied with like what I said, terrible food and good food. Terrible food, you can be satisfied with one single plate because it doesn't taste good, and then you already felt full, and then you can be satisfied with with at least like 5 plates of good food because they just taste so good and you wanted more. So yeah, say that. Yeah, maybe if I said that just now, yeah, then I think I should correct that, and then this would be my definition.
Okay. I actually quite agree with what you have said, and one question from me. Okay, ever since you changed, like last time when you're staying in Malaysia, you started eating like enough. Do you think that eating enough is a happy thing for you to do? Like it makes you happy or not? Like yeah.
Over the long term, yes, I can see that I am more energetic because I don't feel that tired anymore, and then yeah, basically I think that's the main difference I found. Yeah, I don't feel that tired. I don't feel like my stomach is like full all the time. I don't really get food coma and all that. Yeah, so I do think that I felt that it's better. But then of course it took some time, and then still within that time it still depends on your discipline to control whether or not you fall into the trap of like wanting to get snacks and all that.
Yeah, and most of the time when we are eating like tofu, it has a very uncomfortable feeling.
Yes.
I don't know how to describe it, but it's very uncomfortable. And I believe it affected the mood as well.
Yes. It actually does.
Yeah. I think we can wrap up here. Anything else that you would like to add on?
Not really. I mean, like you have asked me quite a lot of questions, so yeah, I think that's good. That's all good.
Okay then. Okay. So for wrap up, I think from what we have discussed, I think most of us aren't not really aware of how much food we are consuming, unless there's a reason that driving us to do so. And for eating enough or satisfied, we should always try not to go to the satisfied level. But eating enough or a bit more or a bit less, that depends on what we want and what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Anything
I quite
from
agree
you
with that.
to add on?
No, you pretty much summed up everything. Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we can move on to the insight part.
All right.
Do you have any insight this week?
Not
I mean,
really though. Actually,
yeah.
I mean I don't really have any insights.
Okay, to be honest, I don't have anything else to. Okay, then I guess we can end this episode here. Thank you everyone for listening. You can drop us any messages or any comments on any social media that we have, or even write an email and send it to us. That works as well. And we will talk. See you on the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you are not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with the link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Okay. Nodding your head means...
Why? I mean, like, why do you every time you like? Because you're hosting it, so like you seem to like you're still waiting for someone to talk about stuff. Yeah, like just now you're okay. Yeah, like why are you still waiting for like approval or something? Like you're hosting it, you just do whatever you want to do. You don't need to wait for others. Yeah.
Okay.
Just give a sense that you're still waiting for others to like complete something like that. Yeah.
How do you feel for this episode?
I mean, okay. I mean, we went. I think a bit. The tougher part would be like, because like sometimes it goes a bit into like health and nutrition and all that, so which is something which because I don't have much information about. I just like more on like eating enough, like based on my experience and then all that. So yeah, I think beyond that, when we talk about health and all that, that's something I cannot touch. So I think that's a bit hard. Yeah, I think that's the part that's a bit hard.
Yeah, I actually feel the same. Like when I'm trying to like move on to next part or what, it feels a bit limited for me to explain, because some of the part we of course we can't really say it works this way, it works that way, because we are not the expert for it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
No more than we end here?
Yep. Sure.